All right. Hola. Hello. Who is this? Hi, Mrs. Mosey, Mrs. Christine, Danelle Corbin, Kathy, Mosey, Lisa, Desiree, Demetris. All right. I don't know why I'm sitting here straining to get my eyeglasses out so I can read these names. Okay, let's see. I'm finna share. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Come on. Come on. He's over here being a baby. She's on. He lives here. He can come in this kitchen anytime he wants. But he's camera shy. I think. I don't think he's totally camera shy. For real, y'all. He just, certain lives he ain't trying to do. How y'all doing? Anita! Bam! What's up, girl? It's Taco Tuesday. Sure is. Taco Tuesday. And you already know what I'm finna do. Well, I'm not actually making tacos today. I'm gonna do a taco salad. Over here now. Okay, honey. Wheresoever you want to be. Wheresoever you want to be, you want to be. Honey, you can be wherever you want to be. Let me clean this lens off just a little bit. Yeah, because honey, it's got a little haze to it. I'm not sure what that is. But oh, thank you. So yeah, I really just did a mini food haul. I went to Aldi and got some stuff. This is one of Dr. Woodard's favorite juices here. Antioxidant Power 100% juice. It has pomegranate, tart cherry, red grape, purple carrot, cranberry, and blueberry. Absolutely delicious. So he loves sipping on that. I got him some more organic honey because he'll go through that in a minute. Then I got some tomatoes and an avocado. Just might use it, I'm not sure. Some tuna steaks. We're not eating that tonight, but I did get some tuna steaks. Got some sweet potato fries. We're not eating that tonight either. I'm ready to wash these. We're going to need this. And I've got me some more brown eggs, some baby Bella mushrooms, and I've also got my puff pastry out because I'm going to make that apple puff pastry. And I don't know if I should just go ahead and start on that first before I do. And while that's baking, I can do the taco salad, right? Right. I've got my black beans. So with my taco salad, I'm going to do the black beans instead of meat. The only meat product or non-vegan product that I'm going to have in my taco salad is this cheese. I just felt like I wanted a little bit of cheese on my taco salad. But that's the only animal portion of the salad, is that right there. So, who is this? Creative Ellie. Hello, Creative Ellie. You love my kids? Which ones? Are you talking about my son Joshua and his wife Isi? Hello, Luckner. I hope I said that right. But anyway, so this is what I need to do. See something right here. This is looking kind of cloudy. Yeah, that's better. I was like, why is it so cloudy? I needed to clean my lens. Okay, sorry about that. Clean the lens better. Let me check this one out too. Yeah, I gotta make sure the lenses are clean. A matte. Okay. All right. Ma'am, I may need you to come back over here on YouTube for a minute and just check a few folk out. But anyway, yeah, and I got me some multigrain tortilla chips. I'm going to use these, but I'm also going to use these new ones that we've tried. And I tell you, they're grain-free, and they're made from cassava and avocado oil, but they're nacho flavored, and they're not dairy. They have amazing taco shells, too. Now, I got these from Meyer, but these came from Aldi. These are multigrain, gluten-free tortilla chips. Okay. So we got our chips. I think we got all the stuff we need for the salad. But I need to go ahead and get started on this puff pastry. So we need apples. I think 3 ought to do it because these are very large Fuji apples. I'm gonna wash them off just to make this a little larger. There we go. Now, I guess everybody can see me. I'm thinking I need to bring this light a little bit closer to me. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so I've got these 3 Fuji apples. I'm going to rinse them off, and then I'm going to peel them and cut them up and put them in this bowl. I never knew love like this before. Okay, there's one. There's 2. And here is 3. 3 beautiful Fuji apples. I bought them in bulk at, no, these came in a bag. Yeah, these came in a bag at Meyer. It wasn't but about 6 of them in the bag because they're huge. Look at them. These are some big apples. Um, so, some of you are probably getting off from work, or you may still be at work, whatever the case may be. I'm grateful that you're joining me. I should have peeled these first. I don't know what I'm thinking. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking I'm going to slice them up and put them in the salad. Oh, Beverly. So what I do is I chop up my apples. And I add all the cinnamon and the sugar and the butter. And I saute them in a pan until they're tender. And then I put them in a puff pastry. And then I put a glaze over the puff pastry. And I don't think I have any slithered almonds to put on there. I may have a few pecans. Do I have pecans? No, so I really don't have anything. Usually I garnish it with some type of nut. I have whole almonds. And I have no capabilities of slicing those. So, doesn't like a Fuji apple. I really wanted the Honey Crisp, but I didn't see them. I may have saw them and they were not in my budget. Honey Crisp are a little bit firmer, crunchier. These are not going to have to saute long to go in that puff pastry. That is my oven. I have preheated to 425 degrees for the puff pastry that I'm using. The puff pastry that I'm using is called Just Roll, Jusroll. It is vegan friendly puff pastry. So I'm kind of thrilled about that. But yeah, I've been trying to make this for a couple of days. Now the only reason I didn't make it yesterday, because I was at my daughter's house and my son-in-law made this Dutch apple pie. So me and Ron Woodard had a slice each of that. So I was like, well, I'm not going to make an apple puff pastry. We've had our sugar for the evening. We're not going to add insult to injury. So I said, I'll do the puff pastry tomorrow, and that's what I'm doing. I'm doing the puff pastry today. I pray that all of you are doing well. Thank you for tapping that screen. Thank you for sharing the live. If you haven't gotten your daily heartbeat, go ahead and do that. This is my first live. So if you haven't been on with me, which you couldn't have been because I haven't been on, you need to get your daily heartbeat. That's 45 TikTok coins. After you do that, then if you share the live, that's 25 more coins. If you put 5 more words in the chat, there's 25 more TikTok coins. So I encourage my viewers over here on TikTok to win while you watch. Win while you watch. Over here on YouTube, you can just politely send me some hearts to let me know that you're still there, that you are engaged in what I'm doing. And you can also leave comments in the chat. Positive comments. Nice comments. Comments that build up and not tear down. Yeah, those kind of comments. Okay. These are some huge apples. I may have too much apple, but you know, it's okay. It really is okay. I'm sitting up here eating it anyway. But I'm trying to get the enzymes now because once I make them into puff pastry, their enzymes will no longer be in these apples. So I just throw a few in my mouth, get that vitamin C, get that so there's your beautiful apples. To these apples, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. I've got some beef. Did I reach my goal? What in the world? I'm halfway there. Oh, it's just started flash goal. But wait a minute. Armor, who is this? Who is this? Who over here blowing me up? Armor Fady. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I have achieved my live goal, and let me check that out. Yes. Thank you so much. I'm going to have to set up a new goal. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, confirm. I'm just going to take what they tell me to do. I'm going to pin it. But I thought I had a flash goal up there. I must have missed it. Doing something else. Thank you so much, Armor Fati. Am I saying that right? I hope I'm saying that right. Thank you so much for helping me achieve that goal. You are the best. Thank you again. I'm going to give you another cheer here. All right, so I'm up to 463 likes and 10 shares. Yay! I just believe I got a little bit more than that on here, so I'm going to wait patiently. For everybody on here to do their TikTok etiquette. And if you are staying on the live and you're watching the live any length of time, you should be tapping that screen. I'm just saying. I mean, it's not like I tapped it 3 times and then I'm done. Oh, thank you so much. No, you're not done. You have to. Okay, so I got to get another live goal because I've got somebody on here that's being very, very magnanimous in his gifting, and I appreciate you. I'm going to set up a new goal. And let's see what I'm going to do here. So I did the headband. What else can I do here? I like this little bowl sometimes. Or I'll do the perfume. That's what I'll do. I'll do the perfume. And I'll confirm that. I'll confirm it, and I will pin it. All right. So now I'm going to do the perfume. I'm doing the perfume. Speaking of perfume, Bam, you got to let me know the name of that perfume, the last one you bought off of TikTok. I knew that. Came up in church smelling all good. I was like, well, what is going on? And I'm sure your husband was trying to figure that out too. So, I got some cinnamon. I got some organic, unrefined cane sugar. minimally refined. It's refined a little bit, but it's a caramel color sugar, so it's not bleached to a white. Sugar naturally is not white. Rice naturally is not white. Eggs naturally are not white. I'm just telling y'all the truth. Google it. Google it. Find out for yourselves. Okay, so I've got sugar. And I've got Vietnamese cinnamon, which has a little more kick to it. And we're going to stir that around. I think I should add, what should I add? What should I add? I want to try and thicken it up a little bit. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, what I do want to do though. Where is it? It's always the pan all the way to the back that you want. So I've got me a pan here. I'm going to go ahead and put that on a medium heat. I'm going to add some plant-based butter. I use Country Crop. So I'm going to add some of that so I can saute the apples with the cinnamon and the sugar. 2 tablespoons is probably going to be plenty. Put that in there like that. We're going to stir these apples up and see if I've coated them well. So yeah, you can see all my sugar and the cinnamon in there, and I'm going to stir it just like that. I could add a little flour. To make kind of a thin sauce. I'm gonna need a couple more of these. And a little bit more of this. And a pinch of iodized sea salt. Just a pinch. That kind of wakes up the sweetness. I mean, that was a pinch, y'all. It wasn't even a sprinkle. It was a pinch. That wasn't even an eighth of a teaspoon. Because I don't want a lot. I want just a little bit. Now let's taste one. We ready. We ready. So, the butter is melted and simmering. So we're going to go ahead and put these apples in here. And let them get tender. Just like that. Okay. I definitely got to stop eating. Okay. No, I don't want any. Alright, so we're going to let those simmer. And while those are simmering, we're going to remove these apple peels. And all this other stuff. hot. Dry off the table. Okay, we turn this water off. So, I have here this puff pastry. The oven is already preheated to 425 degrees. Let me give you up close of the package. So, and it's backwards, so I apologize for that. But puff pastry called Just Roll. Amazing, made easy. Pre-rolled dough on baking paper. So it's already got the parchment attached to it. No artificial flavors or colors, no high fructose corn syrup, no bleached flour, no GMO ingredients, suitable for vegans. Yay! So I'm going to slice this. Actually, not slice, I'm going to cut the paper open. That's what I mean. We'll cut the paper open. So, like I said, it's rolled in parchment, and all you do, it's so easy to use, y'all. And if you want to cut it, and you want to do like individual little puff pastry pockets, you can slice it like you want to. But it's so delicious and so easy to handle. Now I take it out a few minutes before I use it so I can unroll it, gently unroll it without tearing it, okay? So it's gonna roll out. I'm gonna lay it right here. Right here on this baking sheet, and it should be a perfect fit. And it is. There we go. Okay. So, and all I do is I take the extra paper and I just tuck it underneath like that. Tuck that extra paper underneath. I go ahead and begin to try to pull it away from the paper, because the longer it sits out, the softer it's going to get, and it'll be hard for me. So I'm pulling it away, but I'm laying it back down gently. Pulling it away. Okay. So there. All right, now our apples are cooking. That's what I need them to do. I need them to get tender, kind of tender. They don't have to get totally tender, but I need them to get kind of tender. And I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of flour to thicken up that sauce just a little bit. I probably only need about a tablespoon. Okay, I dropped that one. That over here. We'll start with a half a tablespoon. I really should have tossed this in the apples before I put it in the pan with the melted butter. That's okay. We still good. Right, I think I need one more scooparoo. This is unbleached flour, by the way. Unbleached. Unbleached. And I'll let it keep So you want it kind of, go one apple gone. You want it kind of al dente, sort of tender, because it's going to cook some more in the oven. So I just want to, so they're already pretty tender and delicious. Hot, hot. All right. So that did thicken them up a little bit. That thickened them up just a little bit. So now I'm gonna have to loosen it up just a little bit. And I'll add a pinch more sugar and some more of this butter. And that will, another tablespoon of butter to loosen up the sauce. All right, yeah, these apples are already getting tender. So do you see how quick this is? And it's gonna be so delicious. It's gonna be so delicious. Okay, so here are the apples and a nice sauce. Not too soupy, because we don't want it to overrun the puff pastry. Okay, so what I'm going to do is put these apples right here in the middle, in the center of this puff pastry piece. How many apples did I do? I think it was just the right amount. Just the right amount. All right. I'm going to sprinkle some more cinnamon sugar on there, like that. All right. And then what I do is I pull this puff pastry over this way. Now a lot of people do it differently. Beverly gonna do it the way Beverly do it. Okay, so I pull that over this way. And then I take the other piece on the other side and I pull it over this way. Then I pinch it. I pinch it so that it'll stay. Fold up my edges. Like that. So all my apples and my juice don't run out. Like that. Okay. Then I'm going to gently slice. I'm going to use a serrated knife because, well, maybe not. I'm going to use a smooth knife. But this is what I do. I put gentle slices in the top so that when it bakes, it kind of opens up just a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. I do need a serrated knife. I need a serrated knife because that smooth knife is too smooth for this puff pastry, and I need to open up just a little bit. So we're going to do like that. Like that. Now instead of me putting an egg wash on here, I'm just going to leave it be. I'll sprinkle a little bit more of this on here since I don't have my nuts. Sprinkle some of this on top. Then we're just gonna bake it. Okay. There's the puff pastry before it's baked. And I gotta remember how long I'm supposed to leave that in here. Let me check it out. I haven't made it in a while. Okay, it says 30 to 35 minutes. So we'll go with 30. All right. Is that right? Yeah, start. Okay, yeah. All right, so we did that. One thing I'm going to add to that is I'm going to make a confection sugar glaze to put on there. So I need my, is this the confection sugar? No, I think this other one is the confection sugar. This is the confection sugar. Let's see if this is the confection sugar. Yes, this is the confection sugar. I got the cornstarch in one container, the confection, and they're not labeled, so I don't know which is which. But we're going to do, I think I may need a bigger bowl. That little thing ain't gonna hit it. So, do I have a little vanilla. And I'm going to put some cinnamon in here too for the glaze. Cinnamon, vanilla. I think I'm going to need almost a cup of the sugar. And to that, you're going to add, I'm going to add some soy milk. We'll start off with a half a tablespoon first. Half a tablespoon, maybe 2. So that's a whole tablespoon to 1 cup. 1 cup of confection sugar. Then go ahead and sprinkle some of the cinnamon in here. And then we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. And then we're going to stir it up. We're going to stir it up. Where's my little mini spatula? Is it in the dishwasher? I bet it is. Oh, no, it's not. I do need this one. Let's try and stir it with a fork. We'll stir it with a fork. I'm going to tell you what, any amount of liquid really reduces this confection sugar down. So that's why I start off very small. And if I want it to be looser, then I just add a little more. So let's do one more half a tablespoon. See what that does. And I just keep mixing it until I get to the consistency where it's a glaze, not an icing, not a paste, but a glaze. And I think we're almost there. We're almost there. I think just a smidgen more soy milk. And so this is the glaze that's going to go on that puff pastry when it comes out. This yummy cinnamon vanilla glaze. Let's see what it tastes like. I think it tastes like it need to go on that puff pastry. That's how it tastes. I think I'm going to add a little more cinnamon. Because in the words of Tabitha Brown, that's my business. It gives it that cinnamony color and just a little bit more cinnamon flavor. Okay. That just goes with apples. With apple puff pastry, apple pie. Okay. All right. So I've got that. We're going to let that sit over here. So we've got our glaze ready for when the puff pastry comes out. So now we need to get work. We need to get crack-a-lacking on this taco salad. Yes, we do. We need to. We're done with this. Done with the flour. Milk. But we do need something out of here. What do we need out of here? We gotta have sour cream. Yes! I may use the Lily's taco sauce, I'm not sure. But yeah, we definitely gotta have the sour cream. Yeah. How much I got in? Oh yeah, we got it. We good. Put those items back. This is going to be needed there. And we'll put these knives over here. Trying to keep the cleanliness under control. So I've got these black beans. This is what I'm going to use instead of meat for my taco salad. These are all natural black beans. Good Foods. This is a company that's owned, a canning company that's owned by a black family. They have been in business since 2003. And so the name of their brand is Good. Tanya, what's up? Hey, girl. Yvette Hicks, hello. Welcome in. Who else is in here? I'm sorry, y'all. When I get over there behind that little table and go to cooking, I forget to come over here and say hi. Dorothy, hello there. Thank you so much, Bam, for sharing that live, tapping that screen, girl. YouTheBomb.com. YouTheBomb.com. And now that Tanya done rolled up in here, she finna do the same thing. She finna do the same thing. Because that's how y'all roll. That's how y'all roll. Okay, so, yeah, these are black beans, all natural black beans. They have all kinds of beans that they sell, and they have other canned vegetables. But I just rolled, I heard about them on TikTok, and then I was in the grocery store looking at Bush's baked beans, and I took my eyes all the way up, and boom, I said, oh, they go with the Good family. I said, I'm getting the Good beans. And so we're going to open them up and see what they're like. Okay, they have them in a, what they call this, in a, I forget what the sauce is called. But we're going to rinse that off. We don't want that. We don't want that. So I'm going to pour them in the sieve and rinse all that off. going to rinse them off. And then we're going to season them. Sure enough, that's what we're going to do. So you're probably wondering, how am I going to season them? I'm going to season them like I would taco meat. In fact, I probably need to do both cans because this is quite a bit of beans. I mean, it's not a lot of beans. So I'm going to do both cans. And it's okay if I put taco seasoning on both of them because, you know, sometimes I'll take black beans and sprinkle them on my husband's salad just to give him a bit of protein. So I'll do either cubed tofu or I'll do some black beans to add protein. Another way you can add protein to your salad is pepitas, which are pumpkin seeds. Absolutely amazing on salads to add that protein when you're having lunch. So you're getting your enzymes from the raw portion of your salad, and you're also getting that protein. You're also getting protein from the spinach and the kale if you have that in your salad. But, I mean, I load him down with protein in the morning, and in his lunch he's got a load of protein because he is he is blood type A, so he thrives on plant protein. And he needs that protein so that he feels full and that he's not continually hungry. So that's what I do. I do my wifey things. I take care of my husband, make sure he gets what he needs. So what did I say I wanted to do? So I've rinsed these beans. I'm going to open up this second can of beans.
Tomorrow, there will be
Alexa, stop. And so these, she's giving me my notifications for the weather. Not right now, Alexa. So I'm going to treat these beans just like I would meat. Okay? And I'm sure you're wondering, well, how are you going to do that? So you know how you add taco seasoning to your ground beef? I'm going to add taco seasoning to these beans. And I'm going to saute them in the pan so that the seasoning gets into the beans, which are very tender and delicious. Okay, what kind of taco seasoning am I using? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to use Tabitha Brown's Taco Business. Yes! Uh-huh. So, whereas they tell you to mix, you know, with some water, a package of seasoning, a tablespoon of oil, 1 pound and 2/3 cup of water. So I'm just going to mix it all in here like this. I'm also going to add a pinch of salt because everybody knows that Tabitha Brown does not add salt to her seasoning. So if you want it to be saltier, you're going to have to handle that business yourself. So I've got some sea salt here. I'm going to toss a little bit of that in there. Then I'm going to do some oil. They said a tablespoon of oil and 2/3 cup of water. So here's some oil. We want a tablespoon of that. Here's a spoon. Okay, well, here's a half a tablespoon, so I'm going to do 2 of these. 1 and 2. And then 2/3 cup water. Okay, so that's 1/3. Here's a 2/3. 2/3 cup water. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. And now we're going to stir this up. Put it in the pan. Boy, it smells good. Smells like tacos to me. So I'm blending the seasonings and the beans all together. And I'm going to put them in the pan, and that's going to create a nice little sauce, and it's also going to kind of cook that flavor right into those black beans. And by the way, that was good. That was good. Let's see, do I want to use this pan? I probably could just use this pan. When I did the apples in, I'll just wash it out. That's what I'll do. So I get another pan to clean. I've got my dishwater right here. And we can just wash this out. That puff pastry is smelling really good. I may have puff pastry a la mode. I don't know, Rum Woodard may have knocked out that plant-based vanilla ice cream by Brian. He goes through it pretty quick. I buy him this vegan fudge sauce. It's delicious and it's vegan. It costs you $7 a little jar of it. So he uses it sparingly, but if I've got that plant-based ice cream and that fudge in the refrigerator, it's a wrap. I already know what he's going to have for dessert. I already know what he's going to have. I already know. Okay, so I've cleaned the pan out. I'm going to dry it off. Dry the pan off. We're going to go ahead and put these beans in that pan. And we're going to start to let these delicious taco beans simmer. All right, we're going to get all of our fresh ingredients together. We got tomatoes. I think we made, Dr. Woodard and I would probably only need a couple of these. I want to dry them off because I don't want extra water in our taco salad. Don't want no extra water in the taco salad. I like a chunky salad, so I'm not going to chop up the tomatoes too fine. I probably should have took the little stem head off, but it's really okay if you eat it. Maybe a little chewy. Absolutely love Roma tomatoes because of their firmness. I gotta make sure I get my cilantro out. I'll cut this little cap off so I don't get the stem cap. It's going to be absolutely amazing. So each of us will have like a tomato piece. I'll toss it. Okay, so those are my Roma tomatoes. The beans are simmering. They smell so good. Where did he put it? He didn't put it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, so those are our tomatoes. Now we're going to get some red onion. That. Have some red onion in your salad. I'm trying to slice it really thin. Okay, I think that's enough. Okay, I dropped some onion. I'm going to cut it this way once, twice, and then 3 times. And I think that's good enough. All right. Can I get it? Yeah. Okay, this is going to be our bowl. So, the other thing I'm going to need is some lettuce. I've got some green leaf greenhouse grown lettuce right here. It's got a little more color and a little more girth than your traditional head of iceberg lettuce. So I'm going to just pull it off like that. And it is greenhouse. So I'm just, yes, it does say wash. Even though it's from the greenhouse, I still need to wash this lettuce. Okay, how much do I need? I want a nice size salad. You think that's enough? All right. Let's bathe it. We're going to give it a bath. I bathe my lettuce. You don't want nobody getting sick. So I put it in a bowl. I fill the bowl with water. I do not rinse. I bathe lettuce. I can't tell you how many people who have gotten sick from E. coli found on lettuce. Well, all you gotta do is make sure you thoroughly clean your lettuce so nobody gets sick. So I've got this cold water right here. I'm going to add a little salt to the water. And I'm not going to wash my fresh greens like I'm washing clothes. You pick them up, and you put them down. Pick them up, put them down. You gently clean them because you don't want to wash all the chlorophyll out of them. If you wash your greens and your water's green after you're done, you overdid it. Okay? You overdid it, you overdid it, you overdid it. Alright, so you just gently pick them up, put them down. Pick them up, put them down. Okay? And I do have a little salt in that water. So now we're going to put it in this colander. I'm going to give them another rinse in the colander. And my salad spinner gave up the ghost, so I don't have my spinner. I got to buy another salad spinner. The other one said bye-bye. I wore it out. So, I'm draining that. And what I do, this is what I do. I have large white towels that I use strictly for the kitchen. And I lay my fruits and vegetables on it after they're clean and I let them air dry. Then I put them in the refrigerator. You don't ever want to put away fruit wet because it's going to cause it to deteriorate faster. So once you clean it, lay it on a nice clean white towel, let it air dry. Once it becomes dry, then put it in the proper container so that it doesn't deteriorate fast because of it sitting in water. All right now. Okay, these beans are serious. They got a nice little sauce to them. They got a nice enough flavor to them. They're going to be amazing on this salad. So here's what I'm going to do. Move these. Move this temporarily. I'm trying to figure out, do I have to cut up anything else? I don't think I do. I may cut up some avocado to lay on top. So I'm going to take this nice clean white towel and lay my lettuce on top, just like that. Like that. Spread it out. Since I don't have my spinner, this is what I'm having to do. I forgot I didn't have a spinner anymore. I should have ran over to Ross's to see if I could find one. Ross or Burlington Coat Factory. They have very reasonable prices for kitchen appliances. Very nice kitchen appliances for reasonable prices. So I'm going to shake it like that. Shake some of this water off because we don't want our salad to be waterlogged. Okay. Now look at that. Yeah, buddy. Okay. I'm not gonna need all this. That's some good lettuce. Okay. So I'm gonna just gently break it up and put it in the bowl. Like that. Now, I don't know how y'all make taco salad, but the way my mama made it when she raised us, she put everything in the bowl and tossed it. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm putting everything in the bowl, and then I'm going to toss it, and you eat it right away. You add the warm beans, the tomatoes. Did I get all my lettuce? Yeah, maybe I will need it all. Okay, so now we're going to add the tomatoes. I don't know, do I need all these tomatoes? I'm going to add the onion. I'm going to let the beans cool just a little bit. But they smell good. They look good. Look at this, y'all. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mix the taco seasoning into the sour cream. The taco sauce to the sour cream. And I've got about half a container left. It literally probably take a small container to make the salad, but there's only like half and this is lactate sour cream, so it's lactose free. If I can get this bottle open, my hands are slippery. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix the taco sauce right into the sour cream. That was about 1/4 of a cup of taco sauce. Okay, that's the puff pastry. Let's see what we got. Oh my goodness. It got browner than I thought. And I've never seen it this brown. Not sure why it's so brown. But anyway. Here it is. It's browner than it usually should be, but that's really brown. I'm not sure why it's that brown. But anyway, what I may do, let me see. Yeah, I can scrape it just a little bit. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to scrape some of that brown off. I think it did that because I put sugar on top. I haven't done that in the past. And I think that caused it to caramelize. In the past, I've just put coconut oil to give it that glaze. But I'm going to do this. And now I'm going to do this. Where's my little brush? There we go. So I think it's now ready. For that glaze. Here's what I'm going to do. Hot, 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 hot. We'll take this piece of parchment away. I'm going to put a new piece of parchment. All right. So, I scraped it just a little bit, but here it is. And now I'm going to go ahead and put that glaze on while it's warm. I'm going to go ahead and do that glaze. This delicious glaze. I really should let y'all see me do this. Here, let me do this real quick. Okay, so I'm putting the glaze on. Can you see? So I just do it like this. You drizzle it like that. And if I had some slithered almonds, I would put those on here too. This is going to be amazing. And y'all know me, I'm going to use all of this. I'm not playing. I'm going to use every bit of it. Man, I wish I had the almonds, but I don't. Okay. I think that's it. All right. Here's this apple puff pastry. Honey, I can't wait to slice this. Tear it up. But the glaze is going to set. It's going to kind of get like it's going to set, and it's not going to look as, if you will, liquidy. So I'm going to let it set while we finish doing this. This salad, I believe the beans have cooled down. So what we got here is we've got the onion, the tomato, and the lettuce. Okay. To that, we're going to add the beans. So I think I'm going to start off with maybe a cup of beans. Well, this is 3/4 of a cup. So we're going to put the beans right on there, just like that. I think we need a little more beans. Okay. And now we're going to add, so we got the beans. What else I got to add to this? I'm not ready to add the cheese yet. But I may go ahead and add the chips. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's toss this first. This is how you do it. This is how we do it. Yeah, I'll literally. I'm gonna put the rest of these tomatoes in here. Okay. That. I think we could use a few more beans. It's gonna be so yummy. All right, now we're gonna add sour cream. And this is sour cream mixed with the taco sauce. Yeah, this smells so good. Okay, I gotta do this. I gotta. Yeah. Okay, now we're gonna add this cheese to it. Yes, indeed. I have to taste it with the cheese. Okay, y'all. Let me clean myself up. I do want to add. I'm trying to see. Do I have? I do. I have a little chili powder. So I'm gonna add a little chili powder. I'm gonna add a little chili powder. Just a little bit. A little chili powder. Because you remember I told you Tabitha Brown, she don't put no salt in her seasonings. So I need to add a little salt. It tastes really good without it, but I got to do me. Now let's see. Y'all look at this. Look at this. Now, this is what my mother did. I'm going to show you what my mother did. Maybe I'll do it in a separate bowl, because I don't know if Woodard would want to do it that way. She put the chips in the bowl too. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a small bowl here. These are grain-free nacho tortilla chips by Siete. They're made from cassava and avocado oil. So this has no corn in it whatsoever. So I'm gonna drop those in there like that. Crumble them up just a little bit, not a lot. I got a little cilantro here. Yes, indeed. A little bit of cilantro. Drop that on there. And some avocado. That's a pretty avocado. They were 79 cents at Aldi. They had little bags for $2.99. I picked up those things. I said, man, these are rock hard. I'm not buying this. I'll just get me one avocado over here for 79 cents. Okay, I'm going to save a couple of those for Dr. Woodard. So we're gonna put one more dollop of this on there, like that. Y'all. Like that. Do y'all see this? And this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to do. Father God, we thank you in the name of Jesus. You're supposed to just toss it all together. Just like that, chips and all. That's what my mother did. Now, of course, my mother used Doritos. She did not use grain-free Siete, made with cassava and and avocado oil chips. Y'all. Let me see, I got a little avocado and I got me a chip. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, y'all. I may be a little hungry. Because I'm sitting up here tearing this up. In your face. Mmm. This is taco salad. This is taco salad. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna fix them Woodard bowl. And then we're gonna cut this puff pastry. Mmm. Absolutely amazing. Mmm. Oh, look at it. 66 shares. 12,600 likes. Y'all are amazing. Carolyn, you're a mess. Carolyn said, Bam, do you want to carpool and come get our dinner? Girl, if y'all can pry it out of Pastor's hand. Do you want to carpool and go get our dinner? Girl, come on. What you say? Yes. Y'all, this is... I am not playing with you. This is so good. Y'all better go pick up Tanya. Tanya, where you live, girl? You pack your bags. It's going to be overnight. L, Taco Salad Tuesday, girl. See, last Tuesday, I did tacos last Tuesday. I did the actual shells. But I said, no. I'm going to make a salad. Because really, about after the first 2 bites out of a taco, it's falling to pieces already, and it's really a salad. So I said, why don't I just throw it all in a bowl and go and make it a salad? I ain't no need to waste no time. And I used mushrooms, onions, and black beans to make the meat. But this time I just did black beans. Your mushroom. Of course, you got your fresh red onion. So you're getting protein and lots of enzymes with this taco salad because of the array of colors and the black beans. You got avocado, red tomato, purple onion, and if you use the spring mix salad, you have even more enzymes. And if you want to add other stuff to it, you could do like fresh cut from the cob corn. And it does have enzymes, but I'm just going to break it down to y'all. Corn really doesn't have much nutritional value because of how genetically modified it has been. It has become. But anyway, this don't make no sense. Elle, did you share the live, girl? That's what I'm talking about. All right, no time you share the live. What you say? I'm waiting to taste this. Okay, Bam. You and Carolyn, you waiting to taste this? What are y'all trying to tell me? What are you all saying? Now, everybody else on here got to understand, them two live here in Indianapolis. And they know how to get to my house. They will roll up on me. They will roll up on me. They plotting and planning right now to roll up on me. And get them some taco salad. So I don't know if they're going to roll up on me, or they telling me, you need to get Bell's Midday back up and running and put that on the menu. You need to quit playing with us. You see us every week and you sitting up here playing with us. You see us every Sunday and you playing with us. Playing. Well, y'all look at that. I told that up. Gone. Gone. Okay, let me make pasta. Dr. Woodard, my husband, one. And then we gonna cut that apple paste, puff pastry. I'm gonna use a different bowl for him. Because he's special. Turn this up now. Okay. This is his bowl. Look at this. Lusciousness. I hope Jasmine is on the live because she probably making her way over here too. Oh, she probably not on the live. She got them little babies dealing with them. She dealing with the little Joneses. And Mr. Buckley. Okay. We'll give him another dollop of this here Santa Fe sour cream. Put some of this cilantro on top. And then, look at that. Look at that. Look. And then we're going to add some of these grain-free, dairy-free tortilla nacho chips by Siete. Paleo, vegan, gluten-free, made with avocado oil and cassava. So I'm going to put them, I'm going to crunch them just a little bit and put them around the side. If he wants to stir it up, he can. If he doesn't, he doesn't have to. But these little chips, and you can tell they're authentic because, you know, they don't have the red color like Doritos. So you're not getting that red dye that you would get in the Doritos. It's all flavor. All natural. Very good. The other flavor they have is lime. And I think they may have a ranch. I'm not sure. But let me take this to Dr. Woodard. And then we're going to cut this puff pastry. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Okay. That. That. Give him something to drink. Is that glass chipped? It is. Next glass. Get him some of his favorite. He absolutely loves this stuff. It's organic antioxidant power juice. I get it from Aldi. And it has pomegranate, tart cherry, red grape, purple carrot, cranberry, and blueberry in it. So it's a healthy drink that he loves. Pour that in there like that. And Brother Man is finna throw down. You're probably gonna come back in here to get some more. I just feel that in my spirit. Hold your mute. Child, he in there grading papers. Looking just like a professor. Just like a professor. Grading them papers. Y'all, I truly want to make me another salad. And I probably will. But I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this first. I'm gonna do this first. I gotta throw away all this trash. I hadn't even opened those. Okay. So I'm not gonna move this too far away. Literally, Beverly finna come back over here and make her another salad. Sure am. Put that there. I don't need this. I do need this. I do need this and this. I should just go and get the rest of this avocado out of here. There we go. Okay. All right. Here it is. Okay. The crown and glory of this meal. This puff pastry right here. So, I'm just going to cut it down the middle here first. I've got a serrated knife. That cuts through the pastry very smoothly. Ooh, y'all. This is not going to be good. This is not going to be good. Y'all going to be mad. Because you can't have none. But you're sitting there looking at it. Mm, mm, mm. Okay. Do you see the flaky puff pastry and the delicious apples? Just, yeah. Let me see. I bet I don't have it though. Oh! He left a little bit. Let me see how much you got in here. Lord, not much. Honey, it's almost gone. Look at it. I'm gonna get this corner so he can have the other corner. Put that right on top. Put that right on. I'm gonna eat this, but I'm gonna go get me. I'm gonna get me another salad. I'm not. In the words of my father, I think I need to pray again. Lord, we thank you. So this is puff pastry a la mode. Topped with Breyers, plant-based, dairy-free, vanilla ice cream. And if you taste it, you never would even know. Never would know. In fact, it's getting to the point that when I go to the store, you get to the Breyers section, all of the dairy-free ice cream is gone. And all the other ice cream still sitting there. They have like 2 or 3 flavors. Y'all. Okay. A little bit of ice cream, a little bit of puff pastry, a little bit of apple. This don't make no sense at all. Yo! I gotta make you mad just a little bit. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. Look. Look. I don't know what to say. 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 I have dined sufficient. No. Y'all. Okay. Now I'm just gonna pick up the other half like this. I got a little ice cream still sitting on there. Yep. Okay. In the words of my son-in-law, Ricky would probably be saying right now, Ma, enough is enough. Enough is enough. That is enough. Honey, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Puff pastry, apple puff pastry is for real. Honey, and it's so simple. Y'all watch me make it. It ain't even that hard to make. It ain't. It ain't. It ain't hard. It ain't hard. Okay. I got 12 of y'all in the room. Who is in this room up here? I got 12 people in the room. I got my subbies. Anita, Tanya, Carolyn. I got Elle. Hello, Elle. I got baby girl, Eric Hudson, Jim 19, John 46 son, Rhonda Jones, T. Cannell, T. Kane Sloan, Ruby Rose, and Carice Minifield. Did I say that right? Carice Minifield? I thank y'all for being in the room. Hopefully everybody on here has gotten that daily heart me. Get your daily heart me. Honey, when while you watch. If you've been sitting here as long as I think you've been sitting here and you don't have 95 TikTok coins, you need to, I'm going to give you a minute to go and get 95 TikTok coins. How do I do that, fabulously functional? This is how you do that. You get the daily heart meet. That's 45 TikTok coins. After you do that, you share the live. 25 TikTok more coins. And then if you put 5 or more words in the chat, that's 25 more TikTok coins. So while you watch me make this meal, you could be walking away with 95 TikTok coins. And you have to, but you got to go up there and touch that heart. And when you see all those little buttons that say claim, 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 you have to do that. You have to do that before the live is over. Because if I go off and you haven't touched that heart up there by my name, then you're going to miss out on those coins. Man, I don't want you to do that. I want you to win while you watch. And even if you don't come back and see me again, honey, ain't nobody coming to get your coins. They're yours. The coins is yours. Nobody's going to take them. If you never come to another one of my lives, you still got 95 TikTok coins. So get your stuff. Get your stuff. Do not leave here without it. And in fact, whatever kind of gifting you do. So if you sent me a rose, you need to go up there and hit that heart. So the TikTok knows that you sent me a rose. Because if TikTok don't know you sent me a rose, then you won't get no coin. Okay, and I'm sorry on here, YouTube, I'm talking TikTok right now. But I know a lot of people go live on one platform, and then they go live on another platform. Honey, ain't nobody got time for that. Nope. I'm doing 2 at a time. Until they tell me I can't, until they say you can do it. But it's been working fine for me. Here's the blessing. If you want to engage with me more, you can come over here to TikTok. You can still follow me over here. If you want to review these lives, instead of just the highlights, because all you're going to get is highlights over here. But if you follow me on YouTube, the whole live is going to be sitting right there. It stays right there. I don't erase none of them. You ought to see how many videos and how many lives I have. Because I have not taken down not a one. Not a one. Sometimes I have to go through it myself and say, oh my goodness, you did that? You did that too, Beverly. You did that. I'll be like, Beverly, you ain't done that in a long time. You ain't made that in a long time. You ain't made that. But it's a lot of videos. Elle, thank you so much, Elle. Thank you, darling. Thank you for that perfume. And let's see here. Elle, you did your heart me. Judy, Joyce, you followed me. Yes, thank you for following. What you say, so you can get a key? What What you talking about? What you talking about? My bowl on Sunday and dessert, thanks. Now I'm sitting up here laughing, but I know Bam is not playing. What kind of dance is that? Oh, the one I was doing? Girl, I don't know. I'm just dancing. I don't know what it is. It's more of a holy dance. See, if you go like this, but if you start doing some other stuff, then it ain't holy no more. I hope that was the holy dance. I hope that was. Thank you, Al. All right, now who got this number one gift badge? Number 3 gift badge. Al, that's you, girl. Go ahead. So you must have did more than some perfume up in here. It reminds me of my mom's apple cobbler. Honey, it tastes like apple something, honey. Apple something. I'm sure it doesn't touch your mother's crust. This puff pastry ain't gonna touch your mother's crust. It's not gonna do that. It's not gonna do that. This is puff pastry. This is puff pastry. Puff pastry. So listen, y'all. I done cooked. I done ate. I done laughed. I done danced. I done teased y'all. Enough. Oh, Miss Gussie, what's up, girl? Hey, Miss Gussie. Come on through here. How you doing this evening? Thank you for that popular vote, L. You and Miss Gussie. Honey, TikTok love them popular votes. The more we send, the more they send more people my way. The popular votes. So when you all do the popular votes, and you can't do the popular votes unless you've done a heart me. Because popular votes are exclusive gifts. And exclusive gifts are under my fan club. And the way you become a part of my fan club is you get that daily heart me when you come on. Okay? What you said, read our comments, please. Okay. I sure will, baby. Okay, so I'm grateful. Girl, me too. I am blessed. As the church mother said, blessed and highly favored. I am grateful. I have to be. I have to be. Dear God, I'm breathing. What you say? I gave you a penalty flag for you teasing us. Tanya, girl, you a mess. You a mess. I gave you a penalty flag. Just stop teasing us. Stop eating in front of us. No, we can't have none. She made her crust very thin. Oh, okay. So it was probably more like a puff pastry then, if her crust was very thin. Okay, I got to see here. Let me see. Oh, see, Miss Gussie, I missed that. Good afternoon. Beautiful. Thank you, girl. You the one. You the one. I'm sure of it. You know, I'm going to always remember you because you got my mother's maiden name. Her maiden name is Turner. My 92-year-old mama. Her maiden name is Turner. What you said, delicious. I taste it right now. So, Bam, you're not playing with me, are you? You are not playing. If I don't come to church with a bowl in my hand, it's going to be, it's not going to be pretty. It's not. You was going to get me. Are you going to get me, girl? I believe you going to get me if I roll up there and I don't have a bowl. You know you playing. Who is this? Hello to Bev's midday. Girl. You're gonna have to talk to my grandkids and their mama. I can't do Bev's midday because, child, my work hours are different. Who is this? Hello, Karish. Am I saying that right? And some of these names I can't pronounce, so I'm just gonna hush my mouth. I'm gonna hush my mouth. I don't wanna mess up nobody's name. But listen, y'all. You all have been amazing for this live host. I feel appreciated. I feel loved. I feel supported. Y'all, I got apple all over my elbow. That's how you know it's good. I got my elbow in the apple. Now listen. Tomorrow's Wednesday. If the Lord says the same, I see y'all in the morning. What about Sunday midday? What about Sunday midday? You know what? Stop. Stop. You know what? Y'all's a mess. You're a man. It is midday. So it's like fitting for the Bev's midday because we have our service midday. So, I will hopefully, prayerfully be on tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock for Pump Day. For those of you who may not know, I encourage people 9 o'clock on Monday morning, 9 o'clock on Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock on Friday morning, 9 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Monday, it's Motivation Monday. On Wednesday, it's Pump Day. Propelled under mighty precepts, propelled under much praise, propelled under much prayer. So that we're not paralyzed by the circumstances of our lives, but propelled. Amen. And then on Friday is Faithful and Fabulous Friday. Amen. Say, I'm a genie, I'm blinking. It's not here though. What are you and Bam talking about? Bam, you and Carolyn, y'all cutting up. I gave you, what you say? I gave you a file on the play for conduct. Is my behavior inappropriate? That's what I tell my grandchildren. I said, that is inappropriate behavior. And they'd be sitting there with their wide ass looking at me like, okay, grandmama. When I say it's inappropriate, they already know. She about to go get that spoon. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I love y'all with all my heart and a piece of my liver too. Help us, prepare us a fabulous meal. What you say, help us. Help us, girl. We should be having brunch after church. I mean, we should be having lunch after church. As long as we stay after church, we could have been and sat down and ate dinner. For real. But yeah, I love you too, girl. You already know. I love all y'all. Beverly wouldn't even have a live if it wasn't for y'all. I mean, I would have a live, but I'd be sitting out here all by myself. And I mean, you know, you got to start somewhere. But I love y'all with all my heart and a piece of my liver too. And I pray you all have a sweet rest tonight. Honey, give it to Jesus and go to sleep. The Bible says he never slumbers nor sleeps. So ain't no need us staying up too. Let Jesus stay up because he able to do that. The rest of us need to go to sleep. Amen. And, you know, lately here, you know, I've been waking up like 4:30 a.m. So, but Dr. Woodard and I, we've been going to bed earlier too, you know. we're like in bed close to 10 now. That used to not be the case. But I guess, when you hit that 60 mark and you're in them 60s, it's like, huh, I'm gonna go to bed. Especially when I have my grandbabies. It requires a lot of energy, and I'm physically able to deal with it, but still, I need that energy. I need that rest so that I can be patient with them. And you have to have patience with children because they want to talk to you. I mean, Hezekiah and Nevaeh, when they get home from school, the first thing they do when they walk in, they tell Grandmama, I want warm green tea. Can I have a snack? And then right after that, they go in their backpack, start pulling papers out. Look what I did today, Grandmama. Look, I got a star. I got a star. And I said, y'all just keep coming. You just keep coming at me. And it's full of y'all. And then Jackson look at me, can I go outside and ride my bike? I'm like, look. And Lavender, she grown. She's like, hey, Grandmama, you know what? I'm like, what, Lavender? And she said, something happened today. And this is Lavender talk. That's Lavender. So when she started talking, you're going to have to sit down, get a cup of tea, and wait till she finished one sentence. And she will stay with me in the kitchen. The rest of them will take off and do whatever. But Lavender will stay in the kitchen and look at me and say, Grandmama, what you cooking? And what we having for dinner? And I mean, she don't leave me like the rest of them. The rest of them show me what they're going to show me, get their snack, and then they gone. Lavender, she'll get her snack. But honey, she coming right back. She coming right back. Want to watch what I'm doing. Want to help. Want to taste. And I said, I'm getting a second go round because honey, Jasmine was not wanting to watch, wanting to taste, wanting to cook, nothing. Her oldest daughter is totally different. Totally different. But I love y'all. I haven't been doing too much. You haven't been doing too much? Listen, girl, go to bed. Go to bed, Tanya. Get your rest. I've been doing it. I clean this kitchen up. Ron Woodard may be still sometimes in there grading a few papers, but if he is, the latest he'll stay up is till about 10:30, and then he goes to bed. He'd rather go to bed and get up like 4:30 a.m. and finish grading. What do you say? Easy bake trauma. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, I think I did. I think I messed that girl up. I messed her up. When she put her little Tykes muffin pan in my oven with candles in it and set that oven on fire. The thing she put it in the oven and I didn't know it was, she put it all the way to the back and I didn't know it was in there. I turned the oven on, trying to warm up some food, and honey, flames was coming out. You know that one burn in the back that's got the hole going down? Honey, flames was coming up. I said, oh my goodness, what in the world? I mean, and I hollered for their daddy. I said, Red, what did you do here? The stove is on fire. The stove is on fire. He said, if I shut my eye for 1 second. Because he was upstairs taking a nap. He was. I was like, Red Water. It was on a Sunday. And he went upstairs and laid down. I was getting Sunday dinner together. And I didn't know Jasmine was cooking in her own mind. And she had already put her dinner in the oven. And I ain't know it, honey. And I turned that oven on. And it was a wrap. And I think after that, she was like, honey, I ain't going to do this no more. I'm done. I'll play with my dolls. I'll stay with the dolls. But anyway, easy bake trauma. Tanya, you would remind me. You would remind me, girl. So I love y'all. And it's been great. I enjoy having these lives with y'all. When I bring my little light in here, Dr. Woodard will come around the corner and he'll say, oh, she's about to go live. And I'm like, post thing. Poor thing. You know what? To his credit, he really didn't know 35 years ago what he was signing up for. He thought he knew. But on the other hand, me too. Me too. So, but I love y'all. And y'all have the most amazing evening. Thank you so much for 24,800 taps and 71 shares. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I want God to tremendously bless you for your kindness and your support on these platforms. Your subscribers, your moderators, your tappers, you all that in a bag of Doritos. So I love y'all. And if the Lord says the same, I'll see you tomorrow at 9:00 a.m. God bless. And bye-bye. Bye-bye.